Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for registering for the Understanding Money Conference. Thank you so much for tell us where you are registering from. Type in the chat. Where are you in the world? Are you all in England? Are you in Germany? You know, one of the things that's happened with this conference is the boundary lines have been removed, and we can just log in. One of the advantage. Oh, Vancouver, hi Lisa, welcome. Anyone else abroad? Gosh, it's such an honor and a privilege to have you all here. Talent in Zimbabwe, greetings to you. I have an amazing assistant, co-host with me today. She's not your typical co-host because you won't be able to see her. She's in the background. Victoria from Victory Group, and she is going to be helping me make this conference happen. So we just thank God for Victoria. Thanks, Rufaro in South Africa. Norma in Zimbabwe. Hi, Sam. Sam is one of our speakers today. I hope you're all comfortable. You've got a nice drink, a cup of tea, a notepad to take some notes. Great news is that the conference will be available afterwards. You will have to invest in that recording though. So it will be available for you if you need sunny UK, Alan. Yeah. We need a little bit of sunshine. So I am going to hand over to my silent co-host to just give us the first introduction. Hi Lee, sunny Northamptonshire, you're a neighbor. Hello and welcome to the Understanding Money Conference 2021 with your host Tendayi Ndoro. Thank you for joining. Thank you for registering. Feel safe in this place. And take your notes down. This is a time just for you. Forget about the noise, forget about the work plans, everything else that's going on out there, and just take advantage of this time to focus on this program for you, for your generation that's now and the generations to come. Meet your host, Tendayi Ndoro. Tendayi has over 20 years of regulated finance experience in various UK banking roles and runs a brand called Life Plan. It's a trading style of Odyssey Wealth Management, and they're here today with their team to help you debunk a lot of financial myths and give you knowledge and understanding to help set you apart in this new era. She's an international speaker, passionate about financial literacy, and together with a team of experts run day seminars on understanding money, which is geared at building generational wealth through financial literacy. So this is why you are here today. And Tendayi studied the bachelor's in economics and finance and has worked through various banks like HSBC, Halifax over the decades. And over 7 years ago, stepped out into the whole of market, where she works as an independent mortgage and insurance advisor. Tendayi is also a certified life coach and has authored 2 books related to money, one called Building a Healthy Relationship with Money and Making It Work for You, and a workbook titled Understanding Money Workbook. Today, you'll be pleased to have the opportunity to download a budget planner from the upcoming Understanding Money School of Finance, and details of that will be spoken about later. She enjoys equipping individuals with simple practical tools that they can use to achieve their financial goals. Tendayi is also a lover of God and recently studied a degree in theology, a Christian author with 10 books, and is used by God in the areas of deliverance and teaching, as well as carrying an acceleration anointing. It's wonderful to have her here as a host. She will be laying out the lay for the day. Enjoy yourself. Make sure you're comfortable. Get your cups of coffee and tea, and welcome to this conference. So thank you for that introduction to myself. Hold on. So yes, thank you all for joining, for registering, and it is a new era. It is a new era. I just want you to type in the chat what you thought or what, came to your mind when you saw the title of this conference, A New Era, Upgrade. What does that word upgrade mean for you? What thoughts came to your mind when you saw that statement? Upgrade, a new era. Anybody, what did you think? What came to mind when you saw that statement? What intrigued you to come to this conference? An era is a long period of time where there's a sharp demarcation and things are different. The last 12 months has been no short of, a massive shift and change in many of our lives. The coronavirus pandemic has literally just brought about a change, a new era. This is where we find ourselves now. This, working from home has become the norm. Online schooling could have never been heard of. And I saw a statement sometime this week where someone literally puts this up on their screen. They wrote this and said, in 12 months, the landscape has been transformed. These things happened last year in March. Petrol prices were dropping. Schools were being closed. Exams cancelled. We have previously known this whole concept of you've got to get your O levels, you've got to get your A levels being the most important. And there's a generation that's coming out and they didn't write their O levels. They didn't do their GCSEs. So there's been such a shift and a change in that respect. And what the Understanding Money program is designed to do, when you hear the word money, yes, it's exciting, but it really looks at you getting back a balance with your relationship with money and coming to a place where you navigate your finances holistically. Money could not have saved you this last 12 months. We saw the big, the great and the small fall equally because of this small, tiny invisible virus. Your business could not have saved you. You would have been building it for years, passed on from generation to generation. Big companies have fallen. And it's been such a great adjustment and a shift. I'm just going to share a few things that people from the previous Understanding Money conferences have said. Someone said that they attended in 2020 and left the conference feeling that they had a huge gap in their understanding of what it means to have a good relationship with money. One of their take homes was preparing for their retirement, and they were really challenged what they were going to leave for their family. Someone else, says, what? It was much more. Yes, it was not came back and God literally turned everything around for me. In a 12-month period, they saw such an upliftment in many areas. So as you're sitting here today, I want you to be expectant. I want you to really reflect because it really is all about you. The reason we do this conference is for you. There are things that happen in the financial world. Tools that you can use to make your journey smoother or more difficult. There are things that generally don't change that much. They might adjust. I remember years ago when we used to do mortgages. I tell you, I'll just take the application to the business manager. They'd look at it. Yeah, what do they do? Good business. Sign it off and it's done. But automation has brought so many shifts and changes. Now, if the computer says no, you're going to have a little bit of a steep up climb on getting things approved in your name. And this is where we're heading. Someone else said, Understanding Money has been a blessing for me in the last couple of years. Is a real eye opener of how my poor relationship or poor financial management of money was and how I needed to start saving intentionally. So I don't know what it is going to be for you. You are an expert in your field. There are loads of things you already know, but I just urge you to just take a little introspective look at where you are now as we navigate what I call 6 gears of financial planning. We need to understand how to make money. We need to understand how to borrow wisely. We need to understand how to pass money on. This period of time, as you hear of all those debts, there is a whole load of people who are coming into new money, new wealth, inheritance, money that they didn't have before. Do they know what to do with that money? Or in 2 or 3 years' time, will that be gone? There are people waiting to tap into that wealth. There are people who have good intentions, and some, as we'll find out tomorrow, fraudsters who are waiting to, use clever schemes and scams to relieve individuals of that money. One needs to understand how to spend wisely. We're going to have a new generation coming up and just sharing ideas of what they have done to make money and how they're investing it back. One of them wants to build a robot, and so he's written a book and is selling things online to raise money for that robot. So it's a holistic relationship with money. Many times on social media, you will hear, "Oh, I've made 100,000 in the last year." Ask them, what were your outgoings for making that 100,000? How much did you spend on that? How much did you invest? What does it cost to have your lifestyle to be able to keep generating that 100,000? And so today, I want you just to sit back and think about what that means for you. They are mountains of societal influence. The 7 mountains of influence, which are the education mountain, the family mountain, the business mountain, media mountain, entertainment, political mountain, and the religious mountain. And in the last 12 months, they've all been shaken. They've all been shaken. Things that were at the top have come to the bottom, and many have found themselves on a level playing field, which is an opportunity for you and I, if we can gain insight into where things are going and make decisions financially that will not only benefit us here whilst we're here on earth, but also leave a legacy for the generations to come. On the education money, online schools have been opened and established, whilst others are still waiting for the normal schools to get back to normal. Social media platforms have been converted to be places where influencers, people who were hidden under rocks and not seen, to come up with their expertise, develop products, and find ways of marketing their product to the whole world, while others are still waiting for things to go back to normal. Others are waiting I can't wait for the church doors to open. And yes, we do miss it. I can think that we're all zoomed out and we do miss that interaction. But what you don't realize is psychologically, over the last 12 months, we have been reprogrammed. We've had our mindset changed. I don't know how comfortable I will feel being in a room with 1,000 people. And if someone coughs, what that will mean. So these things have been happening in the background. And as we manage our money, we need to be thinking, okay, my lifestyle balance. We've realized that family is so important. When it all came down to it, the pillar that stood was family. Who have you got to look out for you when you're not well? Is there someone to check up on you? You need food to eat. Those are things that have stood. The media mountain has been making a lot of noise as well. They've had a field day. They've had rapid growth in the last 12 months as everything has gone online. And so when I got this theme of time to upgrade, it's time to upgrade your lifestyle. It's time to get the balance back. I was looking at some of the things that we were doing, so busy running around, running here and there, neglecting the things that matter most, the relationship with your children, the relationships that you have around you, your health. Everybody's walking now. Everyone is taking multivitamins, family, finances. I was saying to someone the other day, you can have a great vision, but if there's no money to back you up, that vision is parked. You need the wealth. You need some income. And if you don't have income, you need to have connections who have the income. And hopefully today we'll talk to you about areas where you can get money to fund some of those dreams. And as long as you understand what it is you're doing, what are the terms and conditions, what are the risks, what is your appetite for this risk, based on where you are in life, you can get it right. You could be 80 with 20 grandchildren, great grandchildren, and still running around chasing money because you haven't upgraded your process to think, hello, this is the time for me to leave a legacy and spend more quality time with my family. And if you're young and still in the height of it, as some of us are, we need to think, what can I put in place so that the thing that matters most, which is those relationships that are key to me, I can spend more time with them. You can make that shift today. How will you be borrowing money, and what will you be borrowing for? What is your legacy plan? Many have gone before their time. They had great plans to build empires. They've left things in the lurch. What investments and businesses are aligned to your purpose, are aligned to the things that you're passionate about, that make it fun for you? What income streams are available for you to take advantage in this climate? Understanding the lay of the land and where things are going. So you see, there's a story where Jeremiah, in the book of Jeremiah chapter 12, he was a great prophet of God, and he was having a moan to God and saying, you know what? It looks like the wicked are always doing well, while the righteous, when you're a goody two-shoot, you don't get far. And the answer that the Lord said to him at that time is, you know what? If these footmen have worried you, how are you going to run with the horses? The horses are coming. Are you ready to run with them? It requires an upgrade. You can't say, I'm too old to do all this social media. There are others who will say, I can't do it. But this upgrade has meant that, hello, grandma, to be able to speak to your grandkids, you needed that connection. So you've been forced to get on there. Artificial intelligence competing with man for basic occupations. If you get stuck in the old, there won't be a job for you. Climate change is threatening farming and could lead to food shortages all around. Is that an area where you can capitalize and think, actually, if I can do this, my field is going to be in demand? Digitalization, making it easier for transactions to happen. Synchronization of systems and tracking of behaviors and outcome of people's habits is happening all around. So knowing that the minute you're online, they already know your behavior patterns. They know what your spending is. Is your mindset strong enough to overcome the direction that artificial intelligence will naturally want to take you on? Can you harness it to your own advantage for your profitability? Looking at analytics and how to position your business. Boundary lines have been removed. The Internet of Things, what is the impact going to be? There's always a positive and a negative. Where will you stand in that? And so today I urge you to just think about these things and how they relate to the different topics that will be spoken about today. It's time to upgrade our relationships with money, upgrade the quality of our relationships with others. One of the things that saved many businesses and many individuals in the time of hardships is the quality of relationships they had with their clients, the neighbors. What's your relationship with yourself? Upgrade your mindset. Upgrade the balance in your life. Gain strength to be able to handle this new times that we are in. A time which requires flexibility. 1 minute the shops are open, next time it's lockdown. What contingency plans have you got? Upgrade your income streams. You can't rely on that one income stream. Upgrade your skills and your knowledge. Nowadays, I'm doing this live now. There were things I didn't know. I just went on YouTube and bam, it was done. My daughter did a little video and I was like, where did you learn that? It's like, I just do it. And she's 10 years old and I'm realizing, gosh, this next generation, they have a different angle on it altogether. Upgrade the knowledge of where you get what. Upgrade your networks, your connections, upgrade your customer service, the ones who will keep getting business time and time again. When the chips are down, when times are hard, you want to just say, oh son, there you go, just take care of it because I trust you, I rely on you, I know that you will deliver. Do not be tempted to compromise. Invest in your upgrade. Invest money on your upgrade. Invest time on your upgrade. You will reap what you sow. So thank you for listening to me. And that's the end of my little presentation. If you can just type in #upgrade, that is the invitation in this conference for us to upgrade.